Nine to five jobs are not made for people who have dreams or are multi talented. Hey, I'm Vanessa the Manifesta, otherwise known as the witch that talks about. And today we are talking about nine to fives. Yes, the jobs where you get up an hour early and then get home and have little to no time to yourself. So I got a couple notes here, so don't mind if you see me looking off here. I'll just speak off that and go into my little ramble. But yeah, so it makes me wonder why this is so normalized. If you have a nine to five, I feel like it's not supposed to be long term. And I say that because we are not designed to be working 40 hours or more than, and there's people out here who are working more than 40 hours a week, 50, 60. I'm like, you have no time to yourself. And everybody's like, oh, well, that's okay. Well, they put in that work, they making that money. And that's not to say that life, okay, I was about to say that's not to say that life isn't about money. Everybody needs money, of course. But at the same time, when you're on your deathbed, you don't want them to say, she worked hard, he worked hard, they worked hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's a very serious thing. When it comes to nine to fives, I feel like they are designed to suck your soul and your personality away from you so that you don't go after your dreams because that's not what they want. I recently saw a video from Elon Musk's mother. I don't know what her name is. I forgot that fast, but I recently seen a video from her saying something about, and this is just to the effect of, so I'm not quoting exactly, but something about you don't need to go to the movies or go out to dinner. You just need to be clocking in and working, getting that ass to work.
And you were recently getting a lot of attention because there was a comedian online who said, listen, I get it. People don't want to have they're talking about the birth rate, which your son talks a lot about it declining and the problems for humanity with that. And you said to his response about it being too expensive to have kids, you said, that's not the way to think about this. Explain.
Well, when I had my children, we were in a two-bedroom small apartment overlooking a garage. And then the next year, the second child, we had an apartment with a view. And then by the third child, we could get a two-bedroom house. And you just, as you move on, you start doing better and better. But people, you don't have to go to the movies. You don't have to go out for dinner. You can just spend time with the most wonderful gifts you can ever have.
Exactly.
As the children.
You didn't.
And I didn't like that. Obviously, because I am an entrepreneur myself, you can find my products on my website, Gaylene'sDream.com. I will put that right here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But anyways, yes. She said that, and I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it makes sense because she is a billionaire's mother, but that's what they want. And I feel like we're getting to a point in society. I feel like it's two sides right now. One part wants to break free from this. They want to start a revolution. They want to start a different type of work week or whatever you want to call it. And then there's another part that wants to keep working, that wants to keep this normalized and all that good stuff because they're used to it. They don't want to go after their dreams. They don't have the energy to go after their dreams because of everything that they're worshiping, the labor that they're worshiping is sucking the soul out of them. This also goes back to the clip that I saw of B Simone talking about how she wouldn't date someone where she is at in life right now. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard about this. If you haven't, I'll explain the situation. But where she said where she is at right now, she wouldn't date a man that works 9 to 5. I understand from her perspective because she's in the millions already. I don't know what her net worth is now, but I understand why she said that. There is so much life to live, and I feel like so many people are missing out on that simply because we don't have enough PTO. We have to be at work. We have to work all these long hours. And to me, a 40-hour work week is long. And I've been feeling like this since I worked at Home Depot at one point, and that's when I started feeling like that. At that time, I had to be, I want to say I was maybe 20. Like before then, I'm not going to say I was devoted, but I'm not going to say as worse as I am now, but I went to work more than what I do now, and I'll say that. But at that time, I started realizing, oh my God, this is not for me. Like, and even since then, I've tried to force myself into the line of working 40 hours and working 9 to 5s, and I just realized it's not normal, and we normalize something so unnormal as humans. I can't imagine working for 60 years and then feeling bored because you're accustomed to working, even though you hated it, but you're accustomed to working. And then when you're in retirement, you're bored because you're not working. And then you get another job, and then boom, you ended up working till you died. Like, even if I get to a point where, I mean, because I'm going to be working, but at least I'm going to be doing something I love. And I think that's what everybody should aspire to do. Like, fight against the system, fight feeling like you have to work a 9 to 5 if you really do have big dreams. And I really do believe that's something that people should look into. And that's not to say that I know people don't have families and they're not tired and they're not depressed. However, if you feel like how bad do you want it? That's how I look at it. How bad do you want to go after your dreams and not have to clock in and wake up when you want to and spend as much time with your family as you want to? How bad do you want that? And when I think about that, that's what helps me get back on my high horse of wanting to be a successful entrepreneur and make a lot of money, but also help people as well, because I'm not just doing this for the money. I do genuinely want to help people. That's why I'm working on my little tonics and tinctures and stuff, whatever, medicine women in training type vibes. But yeah, um just it's something that I've been passionate about for a couple years now, because even as somebody who's younger, and I don't know if it has to do anything with the generation that I'm born in, because I'm not going to say we don't have to work as hard, but if we work just as hard as the people who were born in the 90s, you know, up not upwards, but before then, is we're not going to get the same benefits. There's people who can't buy houses, there's people who can't even pay rent, there's people who have to pay rent and then can't eat. That's the generation that we're living in. So now I look at it as, why work harder when you can work smarter? There are a million ways in this generation, especially with technology and just so many different streams and little things on the side that you can do to make money, so you can take that off of yourself. I feel like at bare minimum, maybe a part-time job, but full-time, no, that's too stressful. And then you taking off and now you feel guilty about taking off. And they came up with a system to to make you feel guilty for taking off for yourself. They make it feel like you only have to be physically sick to take off. You can't be mentally sick. That's not a real thing to them. Get your ass to work. That's them. So that's just, my take on it and how I look at it. So if you have dreams, you have aspirations, you are not going to be here forever. And you don't, and if you believe in one life, which I don't, obviously, because I believe in reincarnation, but still, this is the life that you're living right now. You don't want to spend that entire life working it away. I know, well, at least I don't. I want to go on vacations. I want to see the world. I want to see more of the US. The US is big as hell. I want to see more of the US. I want to then see the world. I want to get on a real plane. I want to put my feet in some sand. I haven't put my feet in some sand in God knows how long. I barely remember even when I did it. So it's things like that that just motivates me to get, like I said, get on the horse and get it going. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be so many things that you might expect it to be, but it's going to be. And that's how I look at the situation. So yeah, if you like this video, you can like it. Well, if you like this video, you can like the video and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And check out my website. I sell crystals, jewelry, sage Palo Santo, cellulite. I have a ton of that. So if you want it, I got you. And thank you for watching the video. Bye.